Alright, new deck right there. New archetype, man. Big Pog. And we have some samesies decks. Is there any other cool new decks from playoffs that people submitted? I know nobody's here yet. But this is mainly talking for people on the VOD. You'll appreciate it, don't worry. I love asking questions to nobody. It brings you back to when you start streaming, you know? First few streams. What's up, Evan Bruh TV? How's it going, dude? Whoa, is it the real XQC? The XQCWO. W0. XQC with 0. Gotta play this deck. Deck's got Nazarni. I don't know. It seems a little dicey. If we're not versus Bomb Warriors, this one's pretty trash. Maybe I don't play that one. It's too much, huh? It's too much counterattack for the ladder. I haven't versus Bomb Warrior in days, dude. Let me look around for something else, you know. So I don't know about that Paladin deck. That one seems too much. Where's my stash? Rachel made me shave the mustache. She didn't like it. But blame Rachel. That's why the mustache is gone. It's just like standard priest. I want to bring a paladin. I want to mess around with a paladin. Let me try and find a paladin I like. Low Tech Mav just subscribed for 20 months. Welcome back to the Cave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. Yeah. Settling into my rocker. I don't know, man. Feels good. It feels like not too much has changed, honestly. I'm just streaming like normal. Which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. It's a good thing for me, I guess. It doesn't speak very good about the competitive scene if I can leave it and feel like I haven't changed much, you know what I mean? But there's been a lot of grandmasters posting giant twit longers and things like that about the state of the game and whatnot. That's kind of cool. Frozen recently just had a really long one. But not only Frozen, there's like Frozen, there was Bloody Face, and a few other people had these long giant things about what the game's like right now. Competitive wise. Would I commentate if they asked? Yeah, I'd commentate if they asked. I don't know if they're gonna ask though, because they went from a system in 2018, maybe 2017 it was, where they had a whole bunch of tournaments and they needed a whole bunch of casters. So they had a bunch of casters, and then they went to a system where it was grandmasters and they didn't need as many casters. So they let a lot of them go, or a lot of them had to switch to more stats or analyst roles or something else rather than being casters. There's been a lot of people sitting on the sidelines waiting to cast. So I have to queue at the back of the line. I mean, maybe I don't have to queue at the back of the line, but I should queue at the back of the line for my turn to cast, right? I shouldn't just be like, I'm Firebat, I get to skip all of you guys and cast first. So, but yeah, I mean, if they ask, that's their decision. Quest Druid has been brought by a lot of people. People are into the Quest Druid, huh? I don't even own this card. Dude, I'm so washed up. There's already new competitive decks with cards I don't even own. Such a retired scrub. This is the Shanksy Quest Druid. It looked interesting. Figured I'd give it a shot. People love Lucent Bark Elysiana decks, yeah? And this was Muzzy's Priest, but it's really just standard Priest. Muzzy's not bringing anything fancy, and that's why Muzzy's probably gonna win. This doesn't seem like a good meta for doing something fancy. This seems like a good meta for keeping it simple stupid, you know? Alright, let's start with the most exciting. Let's start with the Druid. Elysiana Druid. Casual Hearthstone ladder. It used to be competitive Hearthstone ladder. Let's be honest, it was never too competitive. I don't think I've went for number one in many years. Because I just knew I was never going to put in the grind time required. Yoggoth Froggoth, thanks for 16 months. Welcome back to the Becky 15 thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Glad you made some popcorn, dude. You put some white cheddar on that bad boy? God, I love the white cheddar.
I must protect the wild.
White cheddar is really good. Popcorn seasoning. Alright, mage. Got like 3/2s and stuff. We want to save this for resets on Lucent Bark, right? But the Wrath maybe we keep. Yeah, this interesting thing about analysis and in-depth analysis. Usually you don't have the time on a Hearthstone broadcast to go into in-depth analysis. And Hearthstone's current policy for broadcast is they would prefer gameplay to be happening 24/7 instead of analysis segments, which is interesting. There's ups and downs to that, right?
Job done.
But they don't want any spots where there's like just the two casters talking, unless there's a reason why we can't have gameplay and they're stalling for time. But I've been watching a lot of League of Legends Worlds, And a lot of League of Legends worlds, they have like this pre-game analysis bit where they kind of go in depth and explain the game. And I think that it cultivates a lot of culture, as weird as that sounds. Makes people understand what's happening in the game more and respect the players a little bit more when they can say, oh, it's not just luck or anything. There's in-depth reasoning for what they're doing. So I don't know, post-analysis, I think, although it may not be the highest viewership content in the world to have, I think post-analysis is an important aspect of a broadcast to cultivate culture and understanding. So it's like a long-term, low viewership, high investment thing that then hopefully pans out into more prestige and viewership kind of thing. Is my way I look at the analysis. To cultivate the diehard fans, which we don't have that anymore. We're only after in the Hearthstone broadcast is the immediate fans. We're not actually trying to cultivate culture with the broadcast. We're just trying to put as much gameplay in people's faces as possible so they're less likely to click away. I don't know. I think you need a little bit of that. You need a little bit of some other things. You got to have a mix of everything to try and create a broadcast that pulls in new viewers, but also keeps its current viewers and tries to expand on them. I don't know. I'm not a viewership expert. I don't have a degree in this crap. It's just what I've noticed from watching esports for, 10, 15 years. What I've seen some of the successful ones do, But it's also very hard to go to a program like Hearthstone Esports, who's just had to switch platforms, and it's in a decline in viewership, and their bosses are breathing down their necks saying, you need to get viewership now, now, now. It's hard to convince them to be like, well, what if we don't get viewership immediately and focus on building the culture? And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? We're getting murdered out here. So. Yeah, I mean.
I wonder.
With Wrath, and then we Oasis Surger. He played the Evocation. How many spells could he really have? Right. But the casters that we currently have are all really fantastic, I'd say. I really like the current set of Hearthstone casters. I don't think I'm as good as them. Maybe I just killed the 5/5. Nah, it's fine. Did I retire? I retired from competitive Hearthstone, yeah. I'm not, which basically all that means is I am not going to pursue the requirements to join the competitive circuit again after being eliminated. Okay. Yeah, we have to just clean things up, right? Until we don't die.
Job's done.
Oh.
38 months. Welcome back, Deva Bus Stations. I appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. What's up, Ziggurat? How's it going, dude? Didn't Harrison Jones be in this deck? I don't know. It's got double acidic swamp boost, double sticky fingers. How much is enough? Does not perform well versus mage, I'll tell you that much. I've just not been able to cast these nourishes.
A clear garden for a clear...
I'm just dead. Double healing touch, double steel beetle, double rising winds. That guy. We honestly just hit so much top end. I need to like nourish into steel beetle stuff. I'm just dead. GG. This is my first time trying that deck out. I just got smashed. But that deck's like the new. It's all the rage right now. Quest Druid. People are all talking about that. At high elo. All those professional players. Those no-lifers, you know what I mean? Oh, it's Sorbit01. Sorbital. Thanks for 4 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Sorry I missed your sub, dude. I just noticed. Raper Scythe. We still have Anchor that we probably wanted before that. There's only one copy of Corsair Cache. Or maybe I do just keep Reaper Scythe. With only one copy of Corsair Cache, sounds good to me. Honestly, probably just keep this to proc my Reaper Scythe. Did I step down or did you get kicked off GM? I got kicked off GM. Got kicked off GM for sucking. I mean, you can't win every meta, dude. Sometimes you're gonna be faced in life with changes and adaptations to the circumstances around you that you're not gonna do well with. That was one of those times. It took 7 years for the meta to find one to get me out of there. But after 7 years, they finally found a meta where they're like, "You're not gonna win, buddy." Like, ah. Bound to happen eventually. Can I activate my Bloodsworn like that?
Your flaws are your strength. Strike.
Boom! To the noggin. There's Battle Ridge and Cutting Class, so this thing's gonna chuck through this deck.
You don't pick the one.
I don't get the athletic studies, but maybe just because I haven't felt the discovery power yet. I'm ready for it. Is this Monsanto's list? This is Monsanto's list card for card, and it's titled Monsanto so that he gets proper credits. Because we're not about stealing credits here. This is no TikTok duet stream. To the face. To the face. Also to the face. You think it happened because you were over the competitive scene? I don't want to speak negatively about the competitive scene, but I've become less invested over time. It's hard to stay completely invested in something for so long. I don't think there's anything I've ever done for 7 years besides Hearthstone. I didn't even do school for 7 years. I ended up skipping a bunch of grades and not going to school very often. So, I mean, there's literally nothing I've done as long as Hearthstone. Kind of mind-boggling. For me, anyway. I think the only thing I've ever done longer than play Hearthstone is play Warcraft 3 custom games.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Kind of nuts. Firebat, do you like this game? Yeah, I like this game. Yeah, dog. So that's what, 6, 10, 11? I can see how this deck is good. This deck seems alright. This deck seems pretty good. Eat a ghost pepper on stream? No. Ziggurat just renewed Deck Doctor. Here we go. We have Ziggurat's attempt at Demon Warlock. Oh, baby. Galakron Warlock. There's been a few Galakron Warlock appearances in competitive play, so it's not an archetype that's forgotten about. Like, it's not tier 3. Galakron Warlock's like a tier 2 thing. People have been playing it to some great success. So if you don't like my analysis, I recommend you check out, what's his name? Yarla. Yarla's brought it 2 or 3 weeks in a row. I wonder if he streamed any of it. But Yarla loves this deck. European Grandmaster Yarla, bringing it to competitiveness. This website gets slower and slower every week, dude. Every week. He only got 2 decks? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's playing against the counter Bomb Warrior. That's why people are cycling it into the meta as the counter Bomb Warrior, and you're trying to make a more well-rounded version for ladder. But yeah, we can maybe learn some from that at some point, I guess. Probably not, though, because it seems like he's way overteching it. And you're going for big demons, dude. You get the Archwillow. I dig it. Summon a random demon from your hand and deck. And then we got this guy that we're trying to summon. And what are the other demons? That's about it. We're just trying to get that one guy. What? He's a demon. In a tiny little one. They could mess up your plans. We gotta have that guy not in our hand, which should be easy enough. And then we can discover big demons off this. We got the Sack Pact in there. We have this guy, which resummons demons. And is itself a demon the second half, I think. This could win games. This looks powerful. Okay. Did I spell that right? Eat 2 ghost peppers on stream? 2 ghost peppers on stream? Then I'd be double retired, dude. I would have died twice. So many ghosts. It'd be like... If I ate 3 ghost peppers, I might turn into the guy from Hades. Did I spell Ziggurat wrong? No, I got it. Genius. I'd become the protagonist in Hades if you eat enough ghost peppers, right?
Gul'dan versus Rexa.
You wanna rise 1-1 imps? Not particularly. But that's why you just get the prime in your deck and play it on turn 7, like the mages do. I'm gonna keep this on turn 1, just to, we want to feel it out. The Harry Potter Demon book needs some feeling out. It looks like, that's the class book that they give you in Harry Potter, right? That's the Hagrid book that hides under Harry's bed. That's what that card is. I think it was also called Demonic Studies. Holy hell, these are not good. So this kills me. This is fine. It's really bad, but it's maybe fine. And this is terrible. I mean, we don't want to temp versus Hunter, do we? We have 5 healing in the deck.
Let me work my magic.
Okay. This is good, this is good. We'll probably never play it and just play that. But in a pinch, a tempo 1 minute 4-3. How bad could it be, right? You'd love to see more Hades streams / videos? Me too, man. I gotta stream more and make more videos. I just... it's hard. It seems like it would be so easy. It's just not. I don't know.
I wonder.
Just turn it on and play. What's so hard about it? It drains your energy very quickly.
Step up!
And then you just want to lay lifeless like a potato in a bunch of blankets on your bed while watching TikTok or YouTube.
That should upgrade. Probably.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I don't see how this could end poorly. No desert spear. Liz. Seems like you got a lot on your plate. I mean, kind of, but not more than any usual. Just making content is more tiring than I would have thought it would be for me. I guess it's probably different for everybody. Not a good social energy user. If that makes sense. I'm a better physical energy user than social energy user. You know, I spec'd my talent points the wrong slots when I started the game of life. If I knew this was the profession I'd be going down, I would have a totally different stat spread. Honestly, I would have spec'd into different gear. The whole thing would be different. But we're here now, so, you know. You make the best of it. Okay, how do we do this? Well, we don't want to get exploded at. Let's attack there. Okay, worst case, it's explosive trap. Best case, it's misdirection. That's not a gamble I feel like taking. Let's take a tap. Yeah. Okay, now I can play this and do that when it's explosive. So now we can clear the explosive trap. So this is cool. Okay, so now we just do it. So now it's pressure plate or snipe. Take one of these out there. We're just looking to try and play Enhanced Dreadlord on 7. We're not actually playing this Fellstalker.
Here for the tour?
We're looking to be able to tap kill this guy next turn. So it's pressure plate. The Secret Tracker's freaking out because it's got no idea. It's like, this is a brand new Hunter Secret that hasn't been discovered. Okay, Deck Tracker, we got you. It's a pressure plate. Trader Tot, thanks for 6 months. Welcome back to the Becky Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Played against me yesterday in Wild. That's pretty cool. I didn't play any Wild yesterday, so someone hacked my account and queued into you? Sick. I gotta change my password. Did you win? I hope you kicked that fake Firebat's ass, dude. Yeah, we're gonna tap, right? Yep, we're gonna tap. I don't know if we... I mean, it's more stats stuff. Yeah, can we just do it? Enhanced Dreadlord, win the game. Oh, he won. Darn it. You're letting the imposters win, dude. Next time you verse him, you have to crush him. Do it for me. We should kill that. Ah, Sociologist is so good. I'm happy that that card's in our deck.
You'll find me wherever the action is.
Okay, this is... I mean, I can kill it. The problem is my health was getting pretty low. I didn't have time to play this. I could have played this last turn, but... Because Highlander Hunter's got to be the worst matchup for this deck, too. What am I doing with that, huh? I can't get a champion. I can't discard a card. Can I just play this? And value trade? How does he... He probably can't, right? Do I go into 1 and 4 not to discard? What does he do? He gets like... Varanus plus 1 damage kills me? I think just removing the King Crush is so losing. This is so inefficient. This is fine. I got heal for 5 next turn. Nope. Just has every Highlander card and a good curve. Okay, that wasn't a lot to judge on because that matchup's pretty brutal. I guess the one thing I'd want to add would be... I don't know, I don't think getting this down to 7... Where's the guy? I don't think getting this down to 7 is good enough to plant. I think we only need 2 for Archwell. I'm not sold on this card. I want this card to go, and I want to somehow put in Nether Breath eventually. But maybe I'll settle for Dark Skies for now so I can tap a little bit more. Felt like I just didn't have slightly enough removal. I hate this guy. Because I don't want to use my soul fragments, so I want them for actual healing. I want this guy gone too. Can I put in the dragons? Also, we can play 3-mana draw too. We have enough demons to justify playing this card, so this becomes quite good. We should probably have that as a 1-of. With 4 demons. 4.5, because this becomes a demon too. We don't have enough spots to run the dragons, right? But a nice AoE and the dragon... The dragons are so strong. Like these two and that guy. You don't need much to make it work. It's hard with the soul fragment package, right? I think Tour Guide goes... If Tour Guide goes, we can still run the 4-mana guy with Tour Guide because we're replacing the activator of Tour Guide with Nether Breath. And you really only need 3 or 4 dragons. I want to get rid of Sacrificial Pack too. Sacrificial Pack's good on our Spirit Jailer, I guess. Was Yarla playing Sac Pack? He's playing 1 of Sac Pack in the Yarla list. How many dragons he has? He has Cart Suit for healing. He was running 4. We'd like to try and be around 4. I think that's reasonable. 1, 2. We have room for 3 right now. Alex is pretty good in these kind of decks. Because the healing is just usually pretty strong. Because you can also Alex Plague of Flames and stuff like that. So you can get big stabilization board swings. You probably want to play Alex. Maybe we get away with 3 dragons. The 4th dragon is harder to find one I like. Yarla was running Evasive Draconoid, which doesn't seem great either. Twilight Drake doesn't seem great either. So the fourth one's iffy. I think the dragons will help out a lot though. Just the option to AoE is very powerful too. Now I got more removal than ever. I think we can get away with more removal than the standard Warlock variation because we have more top end, right, with the big demons. Don't forget about the Bridewing. Is there a dragon that makes a demon consistently? That'd be kind of cool to mess around with. We could play the 3/5. Maybe take a glance at the 1-mana spells pool for Warlock. There's probably a lot of good 1-mana spells. So the next change, if I had to make a change, would be to try and fit Dark Skies in. Dark Skies is one of the most powerful Warlock cards. We're not running that. Depends on our hand size too, but Plague of Flame's gotta be nuts versus Paladin if they go tall. Yeah, let's keep the removal.
I cannot wait to read.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can not play the dragons. They're too good. Another breath's so absurd. Dude, it can go face if it wants to too. Crazy. And since we never have board control and we're always reacting to our opponent's always at 30, so Alex Straza always does 15 damage to them. So it can help us close the game in a timely fashion. I think Alex Straza is super strong in this style. What's up, Isherwood? How's it going, dude? Howdy. Isherwoody from Toy Story.
Someone called it. I must have slain 100 or so.
Not insane enough there. Maybe still 4 healing. Next turn I can kill 3 things. Just do this, and then next turn we get Devoted Coin Plank. Value train that.
Death is so profitable.
But is Kindle Roost in any deck? He was in Embiggen Druid in the past. I don't know about any current meta decks playing it. There might be some off-meta creations. Riz Kindle Roost. Let's see. The buttons. What was the deck button? Is that the deck button? There it is. Where the hell did the site go? Okay. I made the window too small. Website freaked out. Frizz Kindle Roost. Legend. Frizz Kindle Roost makes it to Diamond at 39.5% win rate. I wouldn't recommend crafting Frizz Kindle Roost. What's your best advice for learning Battlegrounds? Try and understand the standard curve with every hero. Every hero has a proper time where they should be leveling up or looking to try and level up. And you want to try and hit those marks. Generally about like macro pacing kind of stuff.
I will act as your scapegoat.
Boom. If you keep up with the correct like pacing, game gets a lot easier to play. You don't get trapped staying low level, rolling at nothing when you shouldn't be. But then you kind of identify when you're strong enough and when you're too weak to level later on. They have so much removal. Just cleaning house. This card could hit a Spirit Jailer. You have to play Spirit Jailer in this deck, though. I think I'm still subscribed to the Battlegrounds thing over here. But yeah, you gotta try and identify what the good heroes are. Which good way to do that would be to screenshot this and try and pick these heroes. And then when you have one of those heroes, you can kind of look and see, when watching streams and stuff, you know, when do people level up? So if you have Maiev, you don't level up on... the most popular way to play the hero is actually turn 1 hero power. So you spend your 3 gold on turn 1 rolling to hero power something that generates 2 gold, and then you level up to 2 on turn 4, you level up to 3 on turn 5, you level up to 4 on turn 6. I bet you if you're like newer to Battlegrounds, you maybe don't know how to play that curve with that hero. But every hero has its own curve that it likes to follow, that you have to try and identify and follow the specific curves for that hero. And once you start doing that, game becomes a lot easier. Soul Shatter, Nether Breath, Plague of Flames.
I wonder.
Dragon Blight, Cultist isn't bad. I think you just jam it.
Endless legends are at my core.
Since I have this draw too for later, I don't really need that many cards right now. And I'm gonna just slam this probably. Take it 2 out of 3. Let's strand this guy. A little bit. We have soul fragments though. Next turn I could just do this and then this.
Impurity will not be tolerated.
We need to kill a big thing like that guy. You turned Demon Warlock into Dragon Warlock? No, I supported Demon Warlock with Dragon Warlock. Now it's Demon Dragon Warlock. What's better than demons? Dragon demons. Look, you wake up in the middle of the night, you hear a noise in your closet, you open the door, it's a demon, you're scared, right? You open the door, it's a dragon demon. You're terrified. Because not only is that a demon, it can fly. Full fragment.
I will destroy them.
Boom. That was close.
They break so easily.
Bada boom, bada bing. That's a hot dog. Fun name. Have you seen the videos where people put hot dogs in people's pockets at the supermarket? Guy walks around, he's just got a bunch of uncooked hot dogs and he tries to sneak them into people's pockets. It's pretty funny. I think if your name on Twitch is That's a Hot Dog, that's content you'd love. Quality hot dog related content.
Act now.
Become the hero.
That's that IRL streamer stuff. Seeming to hammer around. Dang, he just got a Lights Justice for free. So this should allow my dude to make 2 enhanced Dreadlords next turn, right? Unless I hit double enhanced Dreadlord. We want to play this turn. And then I guess just go wide. Nice. Now we have to play the Spirit Jailer this turn. So I play Spirit Jailer. We don't want to play this yet because we want to pull the other one. It's Hero Power and then this guy. And then next turn is the big Wombo. Polarized Promises, thanks for 6 months. Welcome back to the Becky Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. 6 months. Expansions every 3 months. So expansions are roughly every 3 months. The current calendar shows that there should be a new game mode soon. So there's supposed to be like extra hype expansion soonish. The hot dog video. I mean, there's a lot of hot dog videos. People putting that was a trend a little while ago. You go to the supermarket with a package of hot dogs and try and put them in people's pockets and record it. There's like hundreds of those videos.
I do love a good study session.
The internet's crazy, dude. Alright, the big payoff of the deck. As long as he doesn't have the second equality, then it should be good. Even with second equality, it's going to be powerful. But maybe not insane. Here we go.
What about
Yeah.
Existence is pain. So is teaching you.
Not gonna lie, that slaps. It feels good when that hits the table. Give him a-
Hell's End? My favorite.
That goes pretty hard. There's a very solid noise when that card hits the table. A thud of power.
What would Uther do?
Oh yeah, he might have Barov. At least Barov injures his own guys down to 1 health.
I am only more deadly.
And we are kind of light on value, though, actually.
I must act now.
He did play a Lightforged Crusader, I guess. And Paladin's deck is 30 minions, so... Well, not really 30 minions, but it's like a lot of minions and buffs that come back forever. So Paladin's one of the highest value decks in the game, actually.
Not yet your turn.
Evidently, he's got an Azari. Oh, the Alex comes big here.
Banishment! Such a fate!
Why do I bother?
There's no way he's got 2 Nazaris.
Blood for blood!
Bro, you still here? So I tweet that said you were retiring. Yeah, I meant to say, well, I did say I'm retiring from competitive Hearthstone. But a lot of people were like, I guess Firebat's just going to quit Hearthstone and streaming forever. But that's not the case, man. I'm still here. Don't worry. I'm going to keep streaming as long as there's people that want to watch me stream things. So it's just on the weekends, instead of competing in Hearthstone Grandmasters, which is what I was doing before, I will be probably streaming more.
Only more deadly.
And streaming more other games maybe too. Trying to branch out, do more. Because now I don't have to compete anymore on the weekends. I got more time to just do this and hang out with y'all. Cooler to late flame with that card, huh?
Blood for blood!
Put some soul into it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. We still had Kronks left. I forgot about that. We had a Prime left for more gas, and we had Kronks left for more gas. We kind of had a lot of gas left. Might be onto something. I still want to think about Dark Skies, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. Our hand size was pretty small. Maybe tweet when you go live. Tweet that I'm streaming. Yeah, you can tweet that I'm streaming.
Gul'dan versus Arana!
I am determined.
Peace. Thanks for 16 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. Thanks for that Prime Gaming. You are a Prime Gamer, sir. I killed those early minions. Am I still gonna do the deck write-ups? I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. The deck write-ups feel a little repetitive because everyone's bringing basically the same decks except for like 2. But I feel like I run out of content after like 1 or 2 weeks. I can go really in detail about the 1 card change, but it's like, does anybody really want to read a 5-paragraph essay about 1 card being changed? Your door looks amazing today. Thanks. I didn't change your thing, but glad you appreciate the door. I did add some Halloween decorations here. Or Rachel did. You probably can't see him though. Let me get out of the way. There's a little ghost on the door, and then there's a skeleton that you can't really see. Here, 1 second. Skeleton on the trophy that goes in the.
Almost out of time.
Mom sent me a Halloween. But I need to get get a shelf that's like elevated so I can show things off better. Right now it's blocked by my big dumb head. You thought that was a towel. Yeah. I don't have the greatest setup yet. I haven't worked on it at all, really. We just got the couches today though, so we get to start working on the living room furniture setup. So, pretty hype. Couches. They're green. Namador HS, thanks for 37 months. Appreciate the support. Welcome back to the Bakiv team thing. Glad to have you here, dude. Macau HS, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back to the Bakiv team thing. Thanks for that Prime Gaming, dude. Glad to have you here. They don't really go super wide in that deck. God, I'm so far away from these invokes. I'm tempoing this. If he has to hit it, that's really good for me. I just don't want him to just weapon the crap out of my face. Because we don't have a lot of taunts, we don't have a lot of healing, and he's got a lot of damage. So I'm hoping if he has 4 mana weapon this turn, it's hitting that 5/4 instead of smacking me in the face. House tour? I have a small house tour on Twitter, but I still don't have a lot of furniture yet. Can't do the full house tour yet. But yeah, I moved to Las Vegas recently. Spending my retirement in Las Vegas. Or, not really retirement. I'm not retired, I'm a content creator now. I just have a different job. Slightly different, but still the same, you know? And every time I think about cutting Brittlebone Destroyer, it's just kind of good. It's just kind of good. It would take this 5 right now, right? Oh, they run demons, actually. Wait, oh, that's not how that card works anymore. Okay. They nerfed that card. I forgot about that. Sacked Pack got nerfed. Can you believe that? Crazy. A Friendly Cure subscribed for 28 months. Welcome back to the Bakiv team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. Felix Gray, thanks for 6 months. Glad to have you back, dude. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. But we have one invoke. That's not good. Turn was weak. Will we have enough resources to keep up if I just change right now? I don't want to play the dragon. It's just a tempo 5/5. So yeah, I'm just going to change. It allows me to activate my Plague of Flames really easily too if we need to. Sometimes you get big demon too. There's a lot of them. Yeah, nice 7/5. Smashed up words. Thanks for 3 months. Thanks for that Prime Gaming, dude. Glad to have you here. Put some soul into it. I'm afraid of this. 1 mana silence on me. Let's do this in the right order. Oh, it didn't really matter with the other dragon. That's the most value that card's ever gonna get versus Demon Hunter, right? But yeah, they typically run a silence. So Enhanced Dreadlord #1 is gonna be dicey. Enhanced Dreadlord #2 should stick. The soul fragments churning in feel good though. There's, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. It's hard for him to be offensive when he's dead, right? Fair point. Now, hopefully he's got to do some desperate play that involves not the second Eldrachi Warblades, which means he's got to use a lot of weapon buffers without the healer, which means we got to keep him on the back foot.
Such a beautiful.
Here comes the Blade Dance on my face, but he doesn't get the heal with it.
Hey, loser! Hey, loser!
Oh, Jesus, he's got a lot of damage.
You're fast.
Uh-oh. I need to do this one so that I can do this one and activate the Veiled Worshipper. Hopefully we're not just dead.
Yes, I will destroy them.
Yeah, maybe I should have just played the Enhanced Dreadlord. I'm dead. And save the Alex for myself. But usually healing to 15 versus Demon Hunter, you're going to get bursted from 15 anyway. 15's not a good number versus them. This matchup seems pretty hard. I don't think weapon removal would fix it either. It's just we're playing a survival-y deck versus a burn deck, you know? Especially if he's running a double pen flinger, that's just like extra damage, and Altruis is extra damage. Means he might not have a silence, right? So maybe hope is not lost.
You're fast.
But the microphone's dead? Are you sure? Test 1, 2, 3. Nah, I see the bars are running. Quit trolling me, dude. Mike dead. Alright, I'm dead to 2 pen flingers. GG. Double pen flinger, spell, double pen flinger. He's figured it out, okay. He has a spell in his hand from the pen flinger. Remember not the pen flinger, the wand maker. Yeah, sometimes it cuts out if I move too far away from it. It's on a setting where you have to be like, just like right here. The microphone has to be in my mouth for it to work. Healing. We have so much of it. How to beat demon. We were close. Brood mother. We could use Kartut to bait out silence. We need something that baits the silence for this, is the dealio here. If I can play this with certainty and safety, that's going to be really strong. So including a Kartut defender could enable that more. We've never needed this. I think this is too much gas. We also haven't versed a priest or anything yet, but let me take that out, and let me take out one of these spot removal guys and just play 2 cartoons. So now we have stuff that can bait the silence, so then our Dreadlord won't get silenced, which would be huge. So yeah, we added more healing, and we added a silence bait. Because when you get your Cartoon Defender silenced, it sucks, but it's not that bad. And then that silence bait should allow our Dreadlord to stick, and if our Dreadlord sticks, that's super good. Super duper good.
Gul'dan versus Deathwing.
Embrace the chaos. Your soul shall be mine.
Can you please dance for us? No, I'm not a good dancer. You, sir, have not seen my worm video. Dancing's not my strong suit. Ask Tyler. Tyler is the Hearthstone scene dancer. He's a very good dancer. He's a streamer from the... He's in the APAC region now. He used to be in the Europe region. But he's got the moves. That was a good video. That video was not received super well. I think that's my lowest viewership video of that week. Let's see. Firebat channel. No, it's about the same. The ice cubes down my pants was the lowest viewership video.
I wonder.
Is everyone saw it live? Nah, it's just YouTube is a different audience than Twitch. They like the Battlegrounds stuff usually a lot more. You can see this Battlegrounds video is 23 hours old. It's already caught up to the constructed videos. And then over here, Battlegrounds 52K, 65K, Talking 36K, Deck Actor stuff 40K, Constructed stuff 25K. Whereas it's like the opposite for me on Twitch. My highest viewership stuff on Twitch is constructed stuff. My Battleground stuff gets no viewership. And then Decked Actors on Twitch is pretty mediocre. Twitch just wants to see me play constructed ladder with the current meta decks. That's my highest viewership Twitch content. I'm coining 5 into 5. Am I? Yeah, right? Yeah.
Act as your skin.
I always get kind of baited to try and save the coin when I have this, ordered this. But I think this is fine. Rip Cardo, thanks for 40 months. Welcome back to the back cave. Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. This is a whole lot of support, man. I appreciate it.
I will act as your skin.
Lork PN, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Don't watch YouTube anymore except for Toast Among Us. Yeah, I gotta get in on the Among Us thing. Maybe I might do Among Us this weekend with some people. Maybe I'll try and organize some of that.
Must burn them all. Consider this a house call.
Kibler is now raiding with a party of 2,000. This is going from Kibler's stream. Appreciate the huge raid, dude. Is it Kibler's stream or should I call it Shiro's stream? Whose stream is it really, right? I am dying. I need to... I don't know if I can beat Bomb Warrior with this deck at the moment. I have a lot of healing, I guess. But I also do a lot of drawing to try and get to where I need to get to.
So many possibilities.
I need to draw at the moment. I need my big plays.
Yes, I will destroy them.
This is a Krunks. I'm not gonna tap though, I'm not crazy. And that's just going straight at his face. Just to get the healing out of the way and spend our mana. And you don't not have 10 cards, obviously. Mick Needles, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Have you been watching League of Legends Worlds, Kibler? You see Team Liquid defeat G2? I think Kibler's a League of Legends guy. I've never talked to him about League of Legends, but he always seems like he's got that League of Legends passion, man. And then did you see G2 then beat Team Liquid? He mains jungle. Yeah, I've seen some of his jungle streams. Jazz Marilla, thanks for 15 months. Appreciate the support. Welcome back to the Batcave. No, don't overdraw me. Alright, we're gonna overdraw bombs. Gosh darn it. Kettle crowned why? Oh, there was win versus G2. It was pretty hype. I mean, it wasn't the most skillful win in the world. It was a little cheesy. The level 1 basically just they won a nice level 1 and then that kind of carried them. But they didn't take their foot off the gas. That's what the caster said. So I mean, that part's important too. I'm not a big League guy. I'm looking to try and get more into it because it is really cool. Just something with so much history and stuff is cool to look at and observe.
What about?
We do want to get this Dreadlord down at some point. I would just wait for the Archwitch Willow, right?
You are too late. His return is nigh.
Alright. And that goes there. Can I win the game with my current cards? Doing a nice little, what's the APEC GM that just did that? Oh, actually, I'm not even overtrying. I thought I hit 10. We're good. It only gives you 1. I thought they gave you 2 for some reason. Yeah, Tiz was milling all the bombs. The casters lost their mind. That was a good game. Gosh darn it. I could have milled 2 bombs if I was smarter. Well, we only have 1 bomb in our deck, so that now there's really no point in going for it. I don't think it's something I want to try and play towards. This deck doesn't have enough generation, I think, to support that game plan. It's not Priest with a hero power that adds a card to your hand. With a double card suit, Alex Double intense Dreadlord.
On wings of evil.
Maybe we can outlast his damage. We're pretty close to being able to kill him.
Annihilation.
He did not do a whole lot that turn.
For steel.
I only have one bomb in my deck. I'm cool thinning my deck. I'm worried about Brawl a little bit. Am I though? I get a 5/5 lifesteal when he brawls. Maybe I just don't care. He didn't brawl last turn either. He kind of has to start using some removal. Yeah, I think we're good versus Brawl. We got the two, but so he has to like he goes trade here, and then some single target removal here. Blade Storm is like as clean as clear. Either way, he has to spend his whole turn clearing. I don't see there's a way he clears and develops very meaningfully, you know? That's the goal. It's okay if he kills our crap. But if he gets to kill our crap and play crap, then we are knee deep in it. Fine.
I am only more deadly.
Blade Storm still gives me a 6/1. Gemma Flammus, thanks for 30 months. Welcome back to the Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. Nice. Nice. Wait, we gotta play this one first. Does he just not have Brawl?
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
We're gonna find out.
So is teaching you.
Maybe this wasn't a good play. We could have just gotten away with playing that. Probably have one less 5/5. What am I thinning my deck towards, really? Nothing. We just minus 2 soul fragments for a 5/5. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Must burn them.
We got good
all.
numbers versus Blade Storm. Brawls, we're a little overextended in Brawl. I'll be the first to admit that. But at least we have a death rattle, right? The next wave of threats is looking a little iffy. He's used both Blade Storms, both courses. Why do I care about Blade Storm? Good point. He's just got Brawls and Shield Slams left. Does he even use Sword and Boards? We're pretty strong here. We're out of stuff, but he's out of removal. Here comes double Shield Slam. That a Shield Slam at 6/1. Whew, that's expensive. Cold Glen Bomb Warrior fans everywhere. Hate to see that. Yeah, we're getting brawled. That's just what happens next. He just doesn't have Brawl. I'm so worried about this Brawl the whole game. He just doesn't have it. I was like, he's holding this Brawl for this sociologist. This guy's on a next level. He's baiting me to overextend. Doesn't freaking have it in his hand. That's funny. The Bomb Warrior counter? I thought I was going to get owned by Bomb Warrior going into it. No weapon removal. This is just, I'm deck doctoring Big Demon Warlock. And I added the Dragon package, which I feel bad about, honestly. Adding the Dragon package. I feel better about it now that Kibler raided and we have the Dragon Boys here. But it feels kind of cheating to add the Dragon package to this deck. But it's too strong not to add, I think. I think you have to run the Dragon package as your sort of means to get to your end. And my end is the big demons. You just need some means to get there. That's tempting to keep those two. But do I really want to keep a dead card to keep a K healing card? We want to get our fragment stuff going on, right? If it was the 5-minute dragon, I'd double keep. Would the artificers be good in this? I mean, how do you fit them? we have so many compartmentalized packages, right? Because you need to have the Spirit Jailer Soul Shear stuff to get away with the Soul Fragment stuff. And then we have the Big Demon package, which you need 3 or 4 cards to support. Then we have the Dragon package, which you need 3 or 4 cards to support. And then you just need the... Then you have the Galakron package, which you need 3 or 4 cards to support. So to try and fit in the Artificers... be complicated. It's basically, in order to add that arm, that utility to the deck, we'd have to remove a leg. So it gets weird. You gotta do some mad scientist stuff to change around, just to make any small changes to the deck at the moment. You ever think they would do a game mode where you play more than 30 cards per deck? No clue. No clue. I know that they're planning on doing new game modes. That's a thing. They said, you know, they want to do a new game mode akin to Battlegrounds every so often. We should be having something as big or bigger than Battlegrounds coming soonish, question mark. According to their calendar.
I will act as your scale.
That's going face. Winter85 just gifted 5 subs to the channel. I appreciate your generosity, man. Thank you for gifting so many subs. Big pog. Make sure if you got a sub from Winter85, you say thank you. I'm looking at you, Harley913. I take jokes literally. Ham __ sandwich. Ire King, the Lady Illustrial. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, guys. Make sure you thank Winter85 for his generous gift subs. Feels good, man. Look at that. I have such a love-hate relationship for Demon Hunter. It's such a cool class. And I'm glad that burn style exists. But man, does it make a lot of my decks get crapped on. A lot of control-y style decks. Hard to play against it.
I will act as your scale.
I hate that Demon Hunter deck with your whole soul. Yeah, a lot of people said the same thing about Freeze Mage, though. Twice 75. A lot of people said the exact same thing about Freeze Mage. Which a lot of people did hate with their entire soul. But it also is a deck archetype that's unique and different and creates a play experience that people love with their whole soul. So it's a give and take. It's cool. But it does make a lot of the decks I want to play suffer. Alright, so now this is the easy sociologist into top deck Archwitch. Do I eat one of those? I don't see myself making too many demons in the future. Oh, the board presence of a 1/3 will not matter. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. Goodbye. I'm sorry. I had to eat you, bro. Along for the rise. Appreciate the optimism. Don't draw soul fragments. Oh no.
Put some soul into it.
Okay. Maybe I don't care about that one. The one value trade was really good though. Taking that value trade makes the other value trade better too. Because it helps protect my 3. Do I kill the 5/5? Do I remove 5, 4, or 6? I'm gonna go 6. I think if that trade happens, I'm cool with it. This trade's fine for me. I just want to lower the amount of damage so that I can try and get away with this without getting silenced. If we have a good play that for 8 mana off this, maybe I can do this, get that silenced, then play this. Or get this silenced and play that. If this gets silenced, then I guaranteed revive this form, which makes the lifesteal. I don't have the revive guy anymore. Okay, that's not a factor.
I grow impatient.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we just top deck Archwillow. That makes the game way easier. Just grinding ladder casually? Yeah, just grinding ladder casually. I'm currently doing a deck doctor for the boys Ziggurat in chat. So, we're doing big Demon Warlock we started off with. I've added in some dragon package things. I've added in Cartoot Defenders to get silence bait for our Dreadlord. I've added in Sense Demons to try and get the Dreadlord more consistently. So we can have one in our hand for the Archwillow on 8. Little tweaks and changes here and there. We've been having good success with it. I'm at a positive win rate. And we've been having some pretty tough matchups. Alright, do we get a beta silence? No, because Soulshear doesn't kill his guy. We could do this, looking at 5 soul fragments to do this. Or we could play this, hoping he doesn't have a silence. He has no Wand Thief cards in his hand, but he did just draw a boatload of cards. He's 13 cards left in his deck. I know this is 20, but 13.
I wonder.
So we have this, which relies on some RNG of hitting one of our 5 soul fragments. Or we have this, which relies on RNG of him not having drawn the one of silence he may or may not run. Everything is tough. Alright, let's do this. He never silences. What do you think of your favorite expansion to date? A lot of expansions had good parts and bad parts.
Demons?
I mean, I liked all of them for some reason. And I hated all of them for another reason. But I don't know. I think the first one was the best for me because it introduced me to card games, and it was the first card game I had ever played. And I was able to just get into it and play it and be happy with it, you know? I could never get into Magic the Gathering or any of the other card games.
Time grows short.
Not because they were bad, but just because, I don't know, they were hard for me to get into. So it's cool to have a card game that I could just easily get into as a casual player. My first season, I didn't even make it to Legend, but I still had a great time. Okay, now the silence is out of the way. They only run one silence, and we run 4 things that they want to silence. It should be good. We have high odds of hitting Soul Fragments off the Veiled Worshipper. And then we got the Brittlebone, Plague of Flame stuff. So we have enough removal, probably. Question is, do we have enough healing?
Do you see what must be done?
No.
Hide behind
No.
I will still find you.
Yeah, being a burn deck's gonna be tough with this deck, huh? Can you not kill me? The band Mouse Rat. Struggling at the finish line.
A blunder.
I think he's gonna kill me.
I grow
I think maybe he thought that wasn't a second slice and he had a full twin slice. But that was a second slice. He's BMing me, dude. Yeah, I knew he was BMing me. Andy Dwyer from Mouse Rat wouldn't BM me. It's not the real guy. How do we get it? I don't know, we're so close versus Demon Hunter still. For that being like one of the worst possible matchups, it's not too bad. I don't see how he can make it too much better. This card is still sketchy. But I mean, would Dark Skies actually be that much better? What about School Spirits? There's a lot of 2 health minions, I guess, in the aggressive decks. Card's probably just too low impact on in general, though. So non-aggressive decks have a lot of 3 health minions. With the amount our health changes, maybe we could Flesh Giant people. Flesh Giant might be something you could try. I don't think Flesh Giant does anything versus Demon Hunter, though, because they're just going to Blade Flurry it. So your Tempo Swing doesn't matter versus their burn plan. You want to try the Soul Frag Demon? Well, the problem with our deck is we're getting burned out by not having enough healing. So are you talking about the 3/4 that removes the Soul Fragment and does 3 damage? We have enough removal. We just don't have enough healing in meaningful ways. But it's like really close. Yeah, Broodmother is something that could maybe be in there. Right now, instead of Broodmother, I have Kartut, so I can try and bait silences to try and get the big demon to stick. The silences on the big demon are so brutal. It's hard to play an 8-mana minion and then have it do nothing. And if you don't have the Kartut or whatever in line early game for them to bait a silence on, that bad boy gets silenced a lot. You end up in a lot of 50-50 scenarios where it's like, well, they run one silence, they've drawn half their deck. Do they have it? And it's like, oh, I lost that coin flip. But it's weighted in our favor because we get baited with the Kartut first, sometimes, if we draw our deck in the right order. Paladin. We probably want more removal than a 5-drop. This is a 4-mana, 4/5. I think it's 5 mana, right? It becomes a 7/8. That could be good. That could be a pretty strong taunt bait. Or silence bait. Put one of those in over Brittlebone Destroyer. Brittlebone's maybe too reactive for what we need to be doing. We're gonna bait a silence. Get out of here. No 2 mana +2/+2 draw a card for you. Yeah, so Void Drinker maybe could bait that silence. It does remove the Soul Fragment though, which is expensive for this deck.
Don't keep your thoughts.
Because this deck lacks the Soul Fragments for the heals.
Wait to read these.
But I like it. I might give it a shot after this game. Sounds reasonable. Maybe if we play both of them, we could play 2-cent demons. After this damages a minion, turn it into an infectious sporling. It turns my guy into a 1/2? It's disgusting.
Yes, I will destroy them.
With 0 invokes, it seems like that's going to be hard to find a spot here.
I'm going to throw the book at you.
He just doesn't even turn my guy into a 1/2? What? I can't really punish that.
I will act as your scapegoat.
He's gonna turn my taunt into a 1/2. So sick. Well, he could have turned my guy into a 1/2 and then killed my guy. Yeah, that is a weird card. What a crazy card!
Throw the book at you.
That's wild, dude. Alright, full clear into this, That's pretty slick. And if he doesn't have enough stuff to justify the Sociologist, or if we draw the Soul Fragments, we have a double buffed Galacrond. I took out a second mortgage on my house to craft this deck. Now I'm 0-12 with it. I haven't even played 12 games.
Reporting for duty.
I don't know. It's not that bad. It's not 0-12 worthy.
Put some soul into it.
But yeah, Hearthstone's very expensive. I'm thinking about making a video about the price of card games. I was doing some calculations to figure out the cost of Hearthstone and some other games. I took a look at like Runeterra, like started making this spreadsheet of their latest expansion and then Hearthstone's latest expansion, and then looked at the duplicate protection and stuff like that, and then wrote a program which then took the pack rates from a pack simulation that used over 15,000 packs to then try and calculate how many packs you'd need for a full set and then how many packs you'd need to get the playable legendaries. It's like $230 to get the current set in a playable amount of legendaries for making all the current decks. But I haven't factored in the amount of stuff and awards you get yet for like just playing. Because both games gift you things for just playing more, right?
So many possibilities.
Do we need the healing or should we set up for the big boy? Let's set up for the big boy.
I will act as your scapegoat.
Yeah, so I haven't factored in the amount of free-to-play stuff and quests and rewards things yet from any of the games. But currently, Runeterra's latest expansion is about... but it's a lot less unique cards, too. That's another factor. How many unique cards was Runeterra? Runeterra was 89 unique cards, whereas Hearthstone's expansion was 135 unique cards. But the cost for Runeterra was like 150 for the latest expansion, and the cost for Hearthstone was like 230 for the latest expansion. Before factoring in, I still haven't, don't quote me on any of this yet, because I still haven't factored in the amount of free-to-play stuff you get. Your rewards and the quests and that sort of progression yet. But it makes sense for Hearthstone to be slightly more expensive. It's an older game. But yeah, I got sparked some interest in that topic because of Ixar's post and everyone responding that price was the main issue for them in Hearthstone. And I have to agree with them. The price seems higher in Hearthstone than other card games so far. But before I can actually make a video on that, it's going to take like a lot more research and number crunching. We're only scratching the surface. Let's get more cards. But
Incinerate them.
what about Artifact or Rainhead's Bazaar? Yeah, I'm probably gonna include all of those too. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It's only been like one day of thinking about the video. So, we'll see. But I want to try and start eventually making, instead of just my YouTube channel being VODs of my stream, I want to do kind of some of the stuff that some of the other YouTubers do that I find really good content. Like the talking pieces that, let's say, our boy Brian Kibler likes to do, where it's just him talking about his opinions on things with data and numbers and all that good stuff. I want to try and do some of that eventually. So we have 19 damage? Because this can't go face, right? Oh, wait, 5, 10, 14, 15, 19. Oh, no, we have lethal. It doesn't count the rush. Easy. Galecron's still strong, dude. You started doing that more during your gameplay videos? Yeah, I started just talking more about what I think about things. I don't know, I feel like you guys understand the gameplay enough to where, like, most turns I don't have to explain what I'm doing because you guys are like, yeah, it's Hearthstone. Been watching this shit for 7 years, we get it. So it gives me more freedom to talk about other crap, you know? Because I get it, you guys are geniuses. I don't really need to explain every little detail to y'all. So we get time to expand and talk about other stuff.
None can escape my fury.
Your soul shall be mine.
Yeah, this is a keep. We might have been able to just full keep that. Looks like we could ride that curve, kind of.
Happy Hallows End.
Ever considered doing wild now? Does that... I don't know, wild seems like such a lot to learn. It's intimidating. I don't even think I have a full wild collection, dude. I de-eat a lot of wild stuff to make room for my current collection. Which in hindsight is like not a great idea as a streamer. Oh yeah, the mulligan keep. Punish him. That felt good. Sorry.
Give me a quest.
Can I ask my dad? I could ask my dad about advice on how to play wild. My dad's a legend wild player. My dad's now more competitive than I am. You streaming idea? Bring your dad in? No. My dad does not like the internet. My dad likes anonymity a lot. My dad doesn't even have a Facebook or any social media of any kind. Yeah, we do make the 4-5, don't we?
Act as your
The 2-2 is just so weak. Pursuant Spy, thanks for 8 months. Welcome back to the Cave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. And Milk Ponds Me, thanks for 2 months. Welcome back to the Cave Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. And Crime Punisher 76, welcome to the Batcave Team Thing. Thanks for hitting me up with that Prime Gaming. You are a Prime Gamer. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, up to no good. Me too.
J92678, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Alright. Randomly generated, randomly generated, randomly generated, randomly generated, randomly generated card from his deck. I wonder what he has. XD, dude. I've already killed a questing. And he probably doesn't... This is the only card that could be an Edwin or a questing, right? These are mage spells, so they're likely removal. These are lackeys, so they could generate or do anything. We have no idea. This is a random legendary, so it's probably not playable right now. So that's why I'm taking this line where I clear the board. Developing into removal while he has a board allows him to push his board at your face. So even though they're random cards, we get kind of a read on what they are. Except for the lackeys, which could be dragons, which could allow him to develop big minions. The lackeys are the only thing that's too hard to predict there. Heartless Ghosty, thanks for 12 months. Welcome back to the Becky Team Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. TVS Monk, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Glad to have you here, dude. Appreciate the support. Yeah, unfortunate dragon lackey into dragon was good. Bet 2, that's good. I only have 1 soul fragment. We could put 2 more in. Yeah, if we didn't draw Crocs, we're putting soul fragments in and trying to do that next turn. Mage secret into rogue secret.
Don't let the door hit you.
We do this into that. If we don't die. We just need a defensive demon. There's a few. Don't really have another play. He's gonna plagiarize it. Are you in the GM? I don't know this guy.
You require my assistance? Aha! Aha!
Alright, we died to the randomly generated Antonitis. Feels bad. We might be able to kill it. What secrets are these? Oh yeah, we killed this easy. We just have to take 6. We take 6, he's got 2 fireballs, and we die. Got exactly 18 set up, dude. Okay, we need to play this and then top deck Alex Straza. That's the win condition.
Existence is
He's got 3 fireballs. So he's got enough fireballs to kill me anyway. Might be dead. I'm dead with that, aren't I?
well played.
The numbers don't line up super cleanly.
Don't let the door hit you.
Oh yeah, he's got that. I forgot about that. He's got the stunner. I had no outs then. There's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do against Antonidas. Antonidas is very good in Rogue. That'll get you. Alright, give me 1 second to go to the washroom. But I think this is probably pretty close to what I'd say is final. Maybe Brittlebone is out. Anyway, be right back and then I'll think more. And maybe we play the 4-5 guy. Let's see here. I want to try and fit in Void Drinker. Another epic. Most expensive deck known to man. A Void Drinker and a Second Sense Demons, I think. Maybe I don't need this 5 heal then. Because Void Drinker is also defensive. And then we somehow put in a Second Sense Demons over... Whew. Feeling like the deck's getting too expensive too. Maybe we cut 1 Enhanced Dreadlord. I don't want to cut the Demon though when adding a Sense Demon. Maybe I cut Sociologist now. Sociologist has already been pretty hard to pull off. Maybe it's too much. We'll try cutting Sociologist, because it's also really expensive too. I felt like I needed to cut an expensive card. How does it feel to have short hair? It's like long hair, but a little shorter. It's easier to wash. I don't know. Washing long hair takes a little bit longer. Your showers are so much quicker. I considered going with a Mohawk. I had Mohawk temporarily, and then I had 2 Mohawks temporarily. I would definitely recommend the 1 Mohawk look over the double Mohawk look. Double Mohawk kind of ridiculous. I've never tried the sideways Mohawk. Maybe that's the look that I should try and bring into style. The Stealthy Hobo, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Can I get away with this? Is Warrior slow enough? Let's see. I just need 1 Invoke and then I can point 4 into 4. Ugh. I haven't played Hearthstone in 2 years. Can you fill me in? Well, some cards changed. I don't think I can fill you in 2 years worth of content in a quick, easy way. 2 years is a lot of content, dog. That will quit. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to get a Spirit Channeler for next turn.
Cataclysmic.
Now it's like Soul Share into Devoted into Void Drinker, Void Drinker. Not a bad curve. If there was a Soul Share target. It's embarrassing. That's a pretty garbo curve. Maybe I made this too heavy. Ideally, the turn here was tap Spirit Jailer. When the Sense Demons betrayed me.
I challenge you to Makara!
Makara. I need to play this to play Void Drinker. I think that's what we're doing anyway. Holy Clunkville. But it makes sense. I don't have the lowest curve in the world now that I added 2 more 5-drops into my deck. Yeah, the Void Drinker might have been ambitious. I wanted to try it because Twitch chat suggested it. I like Twitch chat.
Show you who's boss!
Maybe there's a better way to fit them in though.
Someone's gotta lead the charge!
Just also is not a good draw for the deck, if we're being completely honest. Holy cannoli. We have 12 low-cost cards. How does Kiki like the new house? Kiki really likes the new house. Yeah, Kiki's my cat, by the way. She was a little skeptical at first, but she's really adjusted quite nicely to it. And she loves stairs, which we didn't have stairs in my old house. My cat has actually lost a lot of weight. My cat now has a skin flab from her weight loss because of the existence of the stairs. So she's happier than ever, man. We're almost to the Willow turn. We actually drew every demon almost. Maybe we do want only 1 Sense Demons. How to Sense Demons for a lower curve card. Cut a Sense Demons for like a Fairy Dragon. Honestly. 1 more dragon might be good. I thought Kiki was my girlfriend. Well, she kind of is. She's my cat. That Kiki was Rachel's cat. I mean, it's our cat. Technically, it was my older sister's cat. And then she moved to Korea to teach English. And then it couldn't take the cat with her. Then it became my cat.
Make haste.
Okay. This is fine. Next turn, we potentially win if we're not dead. But we could very well be dead.
I'll show you who's boss!
Looks like we're not dead.
Armor made.
Second skipper. Now it's time for the taunts. The problem is the lifesteal part doesn't have taunt. This card would be so sick if the lifesteal part had taunt. Taunts within taunts are insane. But lifesteal within taunts are mediocre. But if this guy was more like Void Lord...
Must burn them all.
But it's just not Void Lord, you know? It's Dread Lord.
Make haste.
Bada boom. Big plays.
Cataclysmic.
We still have double Nether Breath in the deck, 2 Soul Fragments, 2 Kartut Defenders, 2 Shield of Galacrons, which are taunts, the Alex, the heal for 5 off Galacrond. We might be able to make it out of this. Depends if he's got removal for this. Unfortunately, we had to leave the Skipper alive, so he can get down Blood Boil Brute really inexpensively this turn. And if he runs a 1 of Coerce, we could run into some troubles. Or that guy. That guy's a bummer. It's okay, we have more taunts. Oh.
Who in their right mind hides loot?
We could kill everything and heal for 5, dealing ourselves 3, going to 12, dying to Grom. Sounds bad. We could play non-enhanced Dreadlord Taunt and remove some things. Not much, though. We could remove the Korkron. Yeah, it's probably worth it. So we trade here, use Devoted, and then use Shield. Yeah, I like that. I think that's the line. The other play is getting the other enhanced Dreadlord down this turn. But he's down both skippers, so this 5-1 potentially heals for 5 again, or pulls an Inner Rage, both of which would be pretty okay. But it's going to be close. This is where, like, if he's got the Grom stuff, we die. If he doesn't have the Grom stuff, we stabilize kind of spot. We whiffed on so much healing this game, though. Double Nether Breath still in the deck. That's a... What? No. No. Stop. Why? Athletic studies off of Ethereal Lanking. Into Batterhead. And then the lackey to deny the 5 healing. He's got it all. Okay, the Nether Breath. That's big. That means I can get away with this. Could have also tried to Kronks there. But I'm too scared to Kronks. If we would have got the 5 healing, I would have Kronks, probably. We also have Veiled Worshipper into card 2, pretty likely. It's cute little 10 mana. It's cloning this. Am I just dead through a 5-7? At 18? Nah, we're okay. So his last card's Grom. So if he Grom Inner Ages and we go down to 6 + 5, we're dead. So we should try and... I mean, we're only dead to exactly Grom Inner Rage. Is the second Inner Rage? So if I play this, I'm dead to Grom Inner... We could find Soul Fragments to keep us alive off this, too. Okay, let's do this first, see if we get a Soul Fragment. Because the stats don't matter. So we do this first, and then we decide if maybe we AoE. Okay, so now we can Cartoot instead, which I think is safer. So now we just Cartoot instead of the Grom, or instead of the Crazed Netherwing. If we drew a Shard, we could play Crazed Netherwing, but we didn't draw a Shard, so I would die to Grom Inner Rage. But this is good versus Grom Inner Rage. Because we go to 20 and gets us for 12. Okay. We could do the Cartoot play again. Seems fine. If we don't hit Cartoot, we probably hit a way to clear. If we don't hit any way to clear, we have to Craze Netherwing and hope he doesn't top deck Inner Rage.
Yes, I will destroy them.
Craze Netherwing deals me 3. We could just use Soul Shear. It does the same thing as Netherwing. My deck is Soul Fragment, Plague of Flames, Nether Breath, Cartoot. All of which would have been insane draws.
Stop meddling.
Now he needs Grom and an Activator to kill me.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Looking for the Grom Activator. Please no Skipper.
I take this.
Not a Skipper. Cool. He definitely has Grom in his hand. You see him dig for Grom Activator. He's a Grom boy. We were this close to dead. But actually, he did. If he had Grom in his hand, he would have swung. He didn't swing. Because swinging, you get Kobold like he'd activated too. Is he bad? Or does he not have Grom?
So much rage.
Looks like he's not going to have a lot of development on the board, which means we're going to be able to have the freedom to play Galakron. He's used both Shield of Honors, so his max burst is only 12, right? From hand. Because both Korkrons are gone as well. So yeah, this is a Galakron turn. Oh, about time we get the Soul Fragments. So we get a value trade with this guy. Go face with everybody else. Drop one of these on him. Hit up this. Peel back all the armor, set up lethal with Alex Strasza. And it should be GG. Nice lifesteal minion. Peel back more armor. The next turn is just Alex lethal. Yeah, I don't know. This deck seems pretty good. I feel like maybe people are sleeping on some Demon Warlock, dude. Or just Galakron Warlock in general. Pretty cool to see this deck back in the meta. I don't know if we can call it meta just yet. It's a little early to call it meta. This is Deck Doctor. So it's not like something that's very popular. But it's something that Ziggurat's been playing and submitted for Deck Doctor. Yeah, my opening was terrible this game. Do I want to have... Ooh, questing. There you go. Do I want to have 2 Sense Demons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 demons? If I'm always keeping this one in the mulligan, I don't think it... Will I have time to play 2 Sense Demons? It didn't seem like it that game, but I mean, our sample size of 1. I'm sure we could bust out the old hypergeometric calculator and math it out, but for the time being, let's just put in a Dark Skies, maybe. Because the early game removal periods were a little awkward, and our hand was pretty full, and that card's really good. Why do you even want to draw demons? Drawing the 1/3 is really good. So... that is why I want to draw that 1/3 so I can have the soul shard stuff active and whatnot. And you need to have 1 demon in your hand for the chick to pull a demon from your hand. It pulls 1 demon from your hand and 1 demon from your deck. So we want to draw our demons, but not all of our demons. So I think 1 Sense Demons is pretty good. But yeah, drawing Spirit Jailer plus Void Drinker off your Sense Demons, that's just your wombo combo for the early game, dude. It's nuts.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
I think Sense Demons is just a really powerful card. I think Arcane Intellect's a pretty strong card. I think our overall turn 3 plays are generally pretty weak. It also gives us another playable thing in a control deck to do on turn 3. Because right, you don't feel good about developing like a 3/4 in a control deck. Not the game plan. You let them extend on turn 3 to blow them out to turn 4/5, you know? Hellfire consideration? Oh, we got Plague of Flames. Plague of Flames plus Devoted is a Hellfire. A better Hellfire. Or Plague of Flames plus Dragonblight Cultist. And then we got Hellfire on a Shtick with Crazed Netherwing. I think we have enough AoE sort of stuff.
Oh, it says explode! Buy one, get one free!
Yeah, I don't know. I try and life tap not too much. Most of the decks do so much damage nowadays. I've been life tapping like once per game. It feels like the right amount, honestly. Life tapping more than that. Spooky, especially versus Mage, Demon Hunter, Bomb Warrior, Enraged Warrior. All these other decks that try and burn you out / kill you. What are the non-burn decks in the game right now? There's like Druid. So many decks have so much damage. Spooky.
I will crush your delusions of grandeur.
Druid can be burned if it's Malagos too, yeah. I don't know, it's a very damage-centric meta. Life tapping's expensive. Which is probably why Control Warlock has not been seeing a lot of success, right? Makes sense. When life tapping is expensive, Control Warlock's not doing great. I think it's definitely an expensive meta to be life tapping in.
Amazing.
We hunger for vengeance.
Cramming it in there. God, that hurts. I don't know if that's better than actually just taunting. Pretty close. We do need to play the Void Drinker eventually, before turn 8. So we have to try and budget for that. Turn 7 might be a 1 demon gain 5 kind of turn. Just to set ourselves in the best place to be able to play the Archwitch.
What to do?
We get 1 out of 3 to get the double Archwitch Willow Dream.
Your delusions of grandeur.
It's pretty hot. Mamba. Alright, let's get that out of my hand. Just to make sure it's done. So that I'm ready for Willow time.
Amazing.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Evolving. New key. Alright, a 1-1. I missed my guy though. So sick. He didn't hit the important one. Ow. Look at you. Really? Okay. Makes sense now. I was like, he's just gonna let me free play 7 mana here? And then next turn is the Super Willow.
Amazing.
Oh god. Maybe a Plague of Flames. maybe a Plague of Flames. Nice little Plague of Flames.
Happy Hallows End.
Lol. We get to hit him once.
Will be done.
He gets to save a lot of life, huh?
Amazing.
Cause he got the roll there. How much value do I need to keep going in this game? Mage can generate a lot of value, so it's pretty spooky to give up my tap here.
Amazing.
But my deck is really thick.
Amazing.
Don't necessarily know. He's got Conjure, random mage spell, and 2 other cards, so we could try and get away with it. We could try and just tap. I have a lot of healing. I'll be a little greedy. I think I'm in a position where I can be a little greedy. But every time I'm in these spots where I think I can get away with being a little greedy versus mage, they rip Solarian Prime off the top, and then it's like, oh god, I hate everything. You know? So let's see. Sir Tinley Corey, thanks for 11 months. Welcome back to the back cave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back, dude. Feels good, man. It's got second giant with the conch copy. Pretty slick.
Happy Hallows End.
Oh, now he's happy about it.
Happy Hallows End. Happy Hallows End.
Draw 3 cards. We can look for the second plague off of that. Nah, we just take it, right? We just take the Willow. We're just gonna try and fight on board for this.
Amazing.
Double Dreadlord, let's go. Not the Spirit Jailer. Rip. Okay.
I have become
Okay, let's see who wins. Secret, another secret. Oh my god, he gets... Alright, he wins. GG.
I am only more deadly.
I have become
He also has a 1 mana 1/1 that makes a 7 drop too. The devolving missiles have been kind to us this game, though. Yeah, Solarian is a problematic card. He's got a counterspell up. Was it counterspell and vaporizer up? Counterspell, vaporize, and then a secret we don't know.
Succulent.
Slice twice, thrice.
Oh, Flame Ward. Feels bad. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack. I don't know, we can't really reliably fatigue him. Mage is pretty tough to fatigue, dude. So I don't know. Risking the Flame Ward feels pretty reasonable. With no one's counterspell already. It could have been Barrier. No, it couldn't have been Barrier, because that would have procced when we did the Vaporize. So it could have been Netherwind Portal, Spellbender, or Flame Ward. They had a 1 and 3?
What to do?
6 damage for a 1 and 3? Seems reasonable to take.
Your opponent's
What did we tilt him out of the game? What happened? He was frustrated that whole game. He was drawing really well though, and RNG was going in his favor. And then he spam emoted and then quit. He just didn't like that I didn't react to his emotes, maybe. Hearthstone can be frustrating sometimes. But if you want to climb in Hearthstone, it's important to be in control of your emotions. It's just a game? Why are you so mad? Thanks, Sad Boys J. Appreciate it, man. You think maybe he emoted so much that Blizzard just DC'd him? They're like, this guy's obviously a spam bot.
Gul'dan versus Rexxar. Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Is it a keep versus hunter? Probably not. We already have the jailer. It does give us a good shot of finding the Void Drinker, which the Void Drinker is a big payoff. We definitely can't keep this if we're keeping that. We can keep this. We're looking to try and go Spirit Jailer into Void Drinker into Kartut. With the Soul Shear. That's a perfect curve. We have a 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6. Beautiful. Assuming we get 2 Void Drinkers. We should get 1 at least. There's the backup 5 just in case. He's stuck at silver 3, going 1 and 5. Hey, it happens to the best of us. I've lost at rank 10 bronze 3 times in a row before. It'll happen, man. That's the best and the worst thing about Hearthstone. The best being that anybody can beat anybody and the chance of the dream is always alive. That feeling is beautiful. The worst being, it doesn't matter how good you are, sometimes you just get screwed. The wonderful trade-off that makes Hearthstone exist. You can't believe Yeti won the World Championship? Neither can I, man. The game was so different in 2014. So different. The amount of change Hearthstone has gone through since 2014 is insane. It really is a different game. Am I saying that this game is not skill-based? No. Are you putting words in my mouth, Big Blue Bottle?
I wonder.
Not what I'm saying at all. This is going exactly as planned. So, knock on wood a little bit. Hopefully we don't get screwed. But this is like the design of the deck just came together. Now we're going to do the coin into 5 into 5 into 6. The deck design and mulligan game plan all worked out. Open 10, thanks for the sub, dude. Welcome to the Batcave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude.
Is what I provide.
Oh, don't draw those. You're at full health, man.
You have to read this one.
How important is killing the reader? Probably pretty important. I'll just go with we should kill it. I feel good about this matchup. I think we might have made something good here. What's the win rate been? We've been changing a lot. Constructed. Where's Warlock? From not this week, just today. We're 5 and 4, but we've been changing a lot and it's been improving. Last time we had 0% versus Hunter with the original build. We've added in a lot more taunts and healing. I don't think the reader ever draws more than 1 either. I don't think 7 damage is relevant enough. Looking at my hand. I think I'm on the exhaust game plan. We cannot connect the King Crush to my face that he has in his hand. Got the Bran. Bran is card 5. Right. Highlander Hunter. So he's got Bran, he's got Dragonbane. He's going to be drawing into Desert Spear Kill Command. Animal Companion.
I wonder.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Find me wherever the action is.
I don't care much for... Don't need the body. He's drawing into Weapon. And Animal Companion and Ace Hunter Keen. Crane. After this, right? They don't run Silence. And if they did, they wouldn't have it because he's polketted already. Unless he has a Spellbreaker. If he had Spellbreaker as his silence of choice, he's got me. Because then he would draw it off the Pulquette still.
I wonder.
Do I have the code somewhere? I don't have the code anywhere yet, but I will have the code for you after this game. I can share it. Whenever we finish doctoring and I say I'm happy with it. But we've been experimenting a little bit still. So we'll see. But I'm pretty happy with this one, so we're getting to that point.
You want my respect? Earn it.
I am only more dead.
50-50? Oh, he's got the kill command, yeah.
I moves quickly.
That's not good enough. See if we can't get something to help remove this. What am I looking to draw off this? Only Nether Breath Plague of Flames? Still just the play.
Yes, yes, I will destroy him.
The nuts. Got a little lucky. Not gonna lie, pretty lucky. Pretty lucky there. I think we still would have won doing it the hard way with the Nether Breath that wasn't lucky. So if maybe I should have just not done this play to test the limits of the deck a little bit. See how much we could stabilize with Nether Breath into Self-Alex kind of lines.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Yeah, I don't know. Take the W, right? No limit testing. Limit testing is kind of BM, right? That guy hit the uber nuts. The only thing he was missing was Zephyrs. What do I mean by limit testing? I mean, instead of taking the best play available taking in my hand, trying to take the most average play for what the current turn is, so that I don't do anything that's considered lucky, so that I can see if the deck can stand on its own two legs with an average draw, instead of taking a win with an exceptional draw to test the building of the deck. Because if you just take all your high roll draws, you learn less from a high roll draw, right? Because you just win. So it's playing bad on purpose. I had the opportunity to do that. Usually you do that when you're testing with someone that you know, and you're both in on it, and you're both like, let's try and see what happens, how we can see what happens on average, right? On ladder, usually you don't limit test people because it's kind of rude. Yeah, I'm retired. We don't limit test anymore. That's more of a competitive thing. I'm a casual. Yeah, I think I could very easily get to Legend with this deck. Deck seems good. The big demon Gala Warlock. We did it. That was good, dude. So that was from Ziggurat in chat. So if you see Ziggurat in chat, that's his deck, man. Is this Deck Doctor? This was Deck Doctor, yeah. We just happened to end up with a version of the deck that just would not stop winning. It's just refused to lose. So I don't want to jinx it and keep playing it, do I? Alright, I want to experiment more with the new Monsanto Warrior too. So let me mix it up a few games. But I'll keep this deck around. Maybe we'll run it a few more times today.
Garrosh versus Garrosh.
Versus me. He's also a warrior. This is a real mirror, dude. What if he's playing the same deck? What if I'm versus me playing warrior and he's playing the same type of warrior as I'm playing? It'd be trippy. What is the mulligan in this deck versus warrior mirror? We want to try and get our card draw engine online. Filler cards, probably not the best. Cash, Raper, Studies, maybe? I don't even know.
Someone's gotta lead the
I never feel that great about playing Sky Raider on 1 anymore. Discounts both our Blood Boil Brutes, but I don't have any Blood Boil Brutes. We should have enough minions to do our skipper turn, though. We have so many minions. So yeah, I guess it's fine. They just plow them out there.
lead the charge.
Ooh, that's good for next turn. It's just the best of those.
Play.
Priva, thanks for the Prime Gaming. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. What a true Prime Gamer.
Burn to play. Burn to play.
Job's done.
Oops. Do you guys know what's wrong with the play that I just did? Well, to be fair, if I play this, it also everything dies to Bladestorm. Is this play wrong or correct?
What now?
We could choose to try and play around Bladestorm by doing nothing. Is that better than doing something and playing into something? I think this play's actually fine. After full post-analysis, tempo's good, you gotta make him have it. When the alternative is complete garbage, you play into things. And sometimes they happen. But the alternative was just so bad that there's no way. There's no way I could do nothing.
Blood and plunder.
I mean, him killing that board with the Bladestorm is definitely good for him. But sometimes that's be what your options be. Where's my weapons and my card draw? We need Battle Rage. Battle Rage, Cutting Class, Corsair Cash. There's a Battle Rage. Do we take it? Or do we wait? Bumware does not play a lot of minions, so it might be hard to get minions that I can actually Battle Rage off his, so I think I just take it for 3.
I'll show you who's
3's good enough. Uses my mana, it's pretty clean. Hopefully, the card draw finds more card draw, right? Yeah, now we have the Corsair Cash, which then finds a weapon, and then thins our deck to find the Cutting Class, and we keep it going.
I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable.
Unbreakable. So he's gonna have big minion. Man, if this was dead, I had actually a pretty decent clone play. I'd probably still do it. That's got 3 charges, I forgot. Holy smokes, that's a lot of damage. Corsair Clash plus Reaper Scythe is insane against control. That thing is thick. $12 damage, dude. 4 mana, well, I guess 6 mana. 6 mana, draw a card, deal 12. God dang.
What about? This will break you.
This is a big quartermaster.
No tomb can hold me.
I think we have enough card draw that we can justify this. Actually, I think I want to do this still. No, I can't do it. I can't fit it in. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah. Is that better or is this better? Oh, no, it still costs 5. I'm losing my mind. Forgot they'd spent mana this turn. Okay.
No tomb can hold me. No tomb can hold me.
I think drawing 2's okay here. Could have tried to be greedier, but I think it's good enough.
I'll show you who's boss.
If this gets stuck on the field, I can't lethal him, but I have 20 damage. I'm hoping that it distracts him from gaining life. And then we hit him for 20.
This will break you.
We got 20 damage, he's at 23, we're close. But we're not there yet. We need this 3-1 to connect. Or we need to drop the Shield of Honor.
Double time and double pay.
Push 1, we're 2 damage off lethal. That sets up Anchor for lethal, Reaper for lethal. Second Bloodsworn next turn is going to be lethal.
Drink your blood. Eat your flag to feed.
Alright, we can't get through taunt, but we'll have the combo. We get this bad boy up to 8 and we 24 him. He only has 20 damage? I only had 20 damage. I got 24. And that's an 8-8. Does conveniently get to 8 though.
For the war chief.
Your flaws are your strength. Your flaws are your strength.
He still has to clear this. We got the Anchor for the follow-up. He's used both Evil Quartermasters, 1 shield block, Kronks, and Galakron, leaving only a shield block left for the armor gain, unless he's running Skipper Armorsmith version, which he is not because he's running Evil Quartermaster, and that's not running the Skipper Armorsmith version. Boom. We're in there. He also has 1 randomly generated card that could absolutely tuck us into bed.
What if?
Hopefully it doesn't. Crap. The final armor gate card. Why? Alright, he still needs to have a way to kill. No, not really. He's gonna onboard kill both of them. Alright, the weapon is gonna... It's more than 2, it's 4 damage. Is he brawling this? What? What is this? Why didn't he just trade? He's trying to play around Grom that we don't run? He's got the shield slam, okay. Deathwing is how he's gonna kill things? Ooh, Reaper Scythe. It sets up lethal. He's pretty much out of armor gain cards aside from this randomly generated card, and if he runs it sword and board on his own minion. There we go. He needs to have a minion small enough to sword and board as well. That doesn't work on your hero. Got him. That was close, but we got there. Dude, a Reaper Scythe is so much damage. Reaper Scythe is absurd in this deck. It's just so much reach. It's crazy. Don't you want to get tucked into bed? That sounds nice. I don't know. That was like a thing people used to say. Somebody got tucked. I don't think anybody says that anymore. That was like a thing in old Hearthstone. It's when you get screwed by energy, you get tucked. Honestly, I don't like getting tucked into bed. Like at hotels when they have the sheets that go underneath the mattress, so it's like super snug. I hate that. I need like 1 foot out at all times. I'm a 1 foot out sleeper. Ooh. Anchor and Reaper. Ooh. Yeah, we could take his weapon. He 4-capped? He might be AFK.
Let me work my magic.
Oh, he's just got the nuts.
Magical.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, this is fun. If we get an armor smith, it's fine. No turn 2 play. Oh, he's going for it, okay. No? Catch this guy.
I challenge you to Makara! Job done.
We can Reaper Scythe to 4/4, so we're cool. Tuck is from Magic. Cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was from Trump. Because people used to spam Tuck Frump all the time when Trump was the most popular player in all of Hearthstone back in the day.
Is it cold in the shadows?
Huh. But there's a couple lackeys here that can punish him.
This will break your fall.
That is one of them. But not one of the good ones. That's not good.
want my respect? Earn it.
That should upgrade. Probably.
Alright. Gonna kill everything except the buff guy? Now we get to play things and get them buffed? Ah, okay. That's a good one.
I challenge you to Makara!
We also have 100% to get Skipper now. We could swing, get Skipper. We only get one Skipper proc. One Skipper proc's kind of awkward here.
What now?
It's probably better just to do this.
I challenge you to Makara!
I don't know. The Skipper proc's kind of good. I'll get a better Skipper later. This is a tough call.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
I think that's good for Skipper.
Makara!
So you should have some sort of Skipper Blood Boil Brute play pretty soon. We're trying to do anyway. Maybe he doesn't put enough stuff out for it, and that's fine too. And we don't even have to skip her if we do it that way. Wow, I feel like I'm dominating. A lot of flexibility in my choices right now. So I want to save the skipper for the Battle Rage turn. I don't want to use Battle Rage to proc that. But I think it might just be just straight up Blood Boil Brute this turn. Because I still don't want to play the skipper unless I'm playing alongside the Battle Rage. I could just do this in armor. That might be best, actually. Let's really slow play it. Yeah, I like it. The slow play. Trying to set up for the skipper Battle Rage turn, which finds Armor Smith, which wins the game.
The fires of vengeance burn bright!
King Crush next turn? I get Barra for King Crush. I'm just gonna take the draw, right? I guess I fetch the other skipper. We're gonna play this, which means 2 mana gone, 3 discount for this. If this is discounted by 3, it costs 4. 1, 2, 4. We're 1 mana off. There's no Brute. Could just play only the Brute. Take 8 to the face. I don't know, it feels too slow if I take 8 to the face, right? I want to get the Battle Rage out of the way. So that I'm just closer to the Armor Smith when I need it. I think I can just do this, though. There we go. I want the Armor Smith right now. Right now is when I need it. Do that, get that out of the way. Take a broom. Barov Broom is a combo. That's gotta be GG. Highest his efforts me.
Your flaws are your strength.
Perfect. He did. What do you mean rip Trump's Hearthstone career? Trump's still like the biggest Hearthstone YouTuber. He might be the #1 Hearthstone YouTuber. He's definitely in like the top 3. Like Trump and Crip. Regis is up there as one of the bigger Hearthstone YouTubers too.
Armor made to fit.
I should have just done this. I kind of want to hit it with the vase though. Slice and dicing. His deck is nuts, dude. Trump did the big brain play though. He's named himself Trump. That's the $1 million idea right there. You know how many people search for Trump every day? A lot of people. A lot of people search for Trump every single day. Do you know what that causes the search engine algorithms to do? Show Trump and you're suggested a lot more. He has the original name Trump. Like on YouTube, he's not Trump Hearthstone. He's just Trump. So YouTube's like, everybody wants to see this. They keep searching for it.
I will fight with honor.
$1 million idea right there.
Or death.
You just need original names of famous people. Or people, or things that people are going to search a lot. The Menther, thanks for 7 months. Appreciate the support. Glad to have yourself here. So you're saying I should have named myself Pence Fly? Dude, if you named yourself after that fly before it happened, $1 million idea. No joke. We're gonna skip our armor smith. A rush minion on 1's not bad to have. Can we get ahead enough to where we pull this off? Probably not. That's a late game thing. I don't think that many people search for that Sansetsu.
I cannot wait to read these.
Not anymore, anyways. You gotta predict the future, though. That's the problem. It's tough to predict the future. We're gonna get the skipper, so the brute's fantastic.
I cannot wait.
Coin Reaper Scythe is weird, because it doesn't activate. We just armor. We already have the skipper, so now we don't have any rush to get the anchor out. We play 2 right now, then it discounts it to 2. We just need to get a few more minions out there. And then we're gonna take a big Blood Broil Boot swing turn.
Reporting for duty.
He doesn't add to the board. Fine. Yeah, still probably just anchor for 1/1. Otherwise, like, these bumps could be kind of weird with how I get my blood boil down.
I feel bad for you.
Okay, blood boil is coming out. Yeah, injure 5 things, so blood boil's cost is going to be 6 minus 5, so 1. So we can go Skipper, Armor, Smith, Blood Boil.
I'll show you who's boss!
Armor made to fit.
I can do this first, and then coin it. What's better, a 1-1 or 1 more damage on this? Do I need either? I don't need either. Okay. We're good like this. We have enough life, we can take this straight. It should be game. He's gonna need some big things to come back now. And we have Cleave the Hammer lined up. We still need to find a Battle Rage or a Cutting Class, so it's not game yet. We need payoff for being ahead. But we're in a very good spot.
Let me think.
Is Hearthstone dead? Hearthstone is not dead. It is not at one of its peaks, though. Let's see. I have a graph. I guess I could show you guys. Let me try and pull it up. But Hearthstone's fine. It's going through its normal life cycle, dude. It always seems really scary because the viewership goes down for a little while, then goes back up, then goes down for a little while. So that's always a spooky thing. But dead? Definitely not dead.
Move quickly.
Going through when it goes through.
Reporting for duty.
So you can see over the last like 365 days, there's like expansion releases, people love it and start slowly getting bored of it. Expansion releases, people love it, slowly get bored of it. Expansion releases, drops off, comes back up. And so like this is expansion release, and then we're down here right now. And then new one's gonna come out and it's gonna do the same thing.
I wonder.
That's always how it goes, dog.
No lollygagging! Cannonball! Someone's gotta lead the charge!
Bum bum. Yeah, I don't know. I always get scared too because, you know, it's my income and my job. And so I'm always like, oh no, Hearthstone's gonna die. What am I gonna do with my life? And then I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's doing the same thing it always does. It's not gonna die. It's gonna be fine. But it's always scary. It's always scary. So I feel that fear that you guys feel. You're like, oh my god, maybe the game's going downhill.
Reporting for duty.
It's still alive. And every year my parents are like, what are you gonna do when the game dies? And every year I gotta come up with a plan.
Born to fly!
And every year it somehow lives. Yeah, okay. I kind of want to put a taunt in the way. Yeah, I think I will.
Someone's gotta lead the charge!
Ooh, that is tasty. I think a taunt could do me some good here. Just to stop the quality trade thing. So if he has the Libram of Justice, my guy's not just straight up dead. And I'll protect it even further. This isn't a combo-based matchup, it's a board-centric matchup. They have lots of taunts to prevent combo from killing them, so you can't reliably kill them with combo, because they're going to have Libram of Hope, and stuff like that that are going to prevent your combo from getting through. It's all about that board. He had the full two-parter of the combo. We played around just the one card, and he had them both. Bummer. We might lose this one, dude. This one might be the L. We need that out there to knock off that Divine Shield a little bit. Depends how many Librams of Hopes he has, I guess.
Reporting for duty.
Bad, you said you get your big winnings in a solid fund for a while. I won a little under 400,000 from Hearthstone, and I invested all of it in various things and stuff. So I've tried to be as smart as I can. I got a lot of help from, you know, my parents, the people my parents used to help invest money and stuff like that, family, friends, things like that. I really didn't have to do anything, so shout out to Mama and Papa Bat, because they did all of that. And they just allowed me to just focus on playing the game, you know?
This will break your fall.
But yeah. If I ever actually truly retire, it is because Mama and Papa Bat were looking out for me. Okay. This is, You're broke at the moment? Kind of. I'm the broke. I have assets, though. I have rental properties and things like that. It stonks. I don't really like spending money. The only thing I spend money on is food, dude. I get so baited by ordering food. It's so expensive, but I do it way more than I should. It's so good, though. It's so convenient. You know, you just finish streaming or doing something, and the food just shows up, you know? Ah, it's delicious. But it's so expensive. They really ding the prices up. They know you're desperate when you're ordering food off those apps, dude. So that's my largest expenditure of greedy non-essential spending. Ordering food. Such a waste of money. I should just buy food from the grocery store and cook it. I know how to cook too. It's so convenient and so good. I'm so lazy when it comes to cooking. Delivery food is just way too expensive. I need to cook more. And I like cooking too. I don't know. Cooking takes a lot of time and a little bit of planning. Do it right. But it's worth it when you do it. It's just sometimes you don't get around to doing it, you know? Because I don't know if you've seen me do a lot of things. I'm not really a planner. I'm a in the moment kind of guy for the most part. Most of my streams I just start up and just start playing. And then whatever happens, what happens. We turn it into something, you know? I like just taking an idea and just workshopping it in the moment instead of planning it and trying to figure it out beforehand. So I gotta get better at planning. Throw in the crockpot? I can't cook in a crockpot. I hate the crockpot. My mom used to make everything in a crockpot when I was little. Because we had like 4 kids and she was working, right? So crockpot was like a super easy way for her to prepare meals and stuff. But I ate out of a crockpot for just years. And I have a strong resentment towards crockpot cooking. I don't know. Prince Ulrich, thanks for 22 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave team. Thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you back. And maybe we build a board. Pulled pork and the chicken was kind of okay. Yeah, pulled pork's good in the crock pot for sure. I don't know. Just scarred. Fake ziti. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. You fancy dog. We're playing the mirror match.
I wonder.
It's been a while since I've played this mirror. Well, I've never played this version of the mirror, but it's been a while since I've played a mirror of this archetype before.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
Usually it's the first that gets a big clone Blood Boil Brute turn down wins. In the past. Those are the Rampage too, so you could really push the advantage of the Blood Boil Brute, since these decks usually don't trade into big minions really well. There's Barov now, which can throw a wrench in that game plan, but it's only one card. If I can get this early double Brute down, odds I win. So that's the goal. We don't necessarily want to kill his minion until we play the Brutes. We just want it there as a soak. And I'm hoping he extends more minions to allow me to get my Brutes to become cheaper. And then hopefully he can't recover from that swing turn. But he is going to do the same thing. And then we're going to sit here and look at each other. I could maybe just do one Brute. I think I try and make a sticky Brute here, like this. I don't swing, do I? We have one pirate left, so I might be drawing the next skipper, but I think it's more important to have the weapon to be able to react to his board. Big minion trying to clone big minion. So now he's the pressure is on him to skipper down my board with a Brute to do something, and if he can't do that, then I get a clone. If I get a clone, then that's bad news bears for him. So we might force him into a turn where he has to do a skipper turn without a battle rage, and then we can maybe try and out-resource him or something.
Armor.
Ideally, he can't kill it. Alright, he's getting down the battle range, and it looks like he's going to at least damage it enough to where copying it's a little weird, but we get 8 damage out of the deal. Eight damage out of the deal. We take those. We take 8 damage. 8 damage is fair. Now he's going to be able to do it to me, because I'm going to have injured minions on the board. So it's the action comes right back. Is there some way I can... I'm 1 mana off doing a lot of things. So we don't want to have too many injured minions out there. He might not have second skipper. Yeah, we have to do this, don't we? I think I suicide the 1/1.
No tomb can hold me.
Probably.
Burn to fly.
One skipper for him. You have 23 damage. Nah, the second Brute only has Rush. That would be sick, though. So that he's not a Korkron. This deck doesn't have the most damage in the world outside of the weapons. with 1 core crown for the charger and no Grom. So closing can be a little bit awkward. We've been getting a lot of luxury since the deck's pretty new, and a lot of people seem to be playing around Grom even though he doesn't exist. So that's been helpful. Another Shield of Honor play. Get that chip damage in. He's down 1 skipper, hasn't played Anchor, kept a card. We should respect his skipper, probably.
I challenge you to Makara!
So we just do this and pass. I don't want to extend the Evil Quartermaster to have too many more injured minions for him to play with. But yeah, he's gotten so much more card draw than me. He got a successful Battle Rage and a Cutting Class. We haven't gotten... we got a Cutting Class, but no Battle Rage yet. I guess he's only 2 deeper. He's 2 deeper with exactly 2 in hand, but we got 2 on board. Second Scythe. Ooh, that's not great for me. Oh, he's going face with it. We have the Barov, so if he goes super wide, or if he gets the double brute play, we can clear. So we can invest some things to force it now. We probably... Do we save that for the rush? We always armor. We save the clone for burst later. I think this is fine. Our positioning is terrible. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Holy crap, what am I doing with that? Why are you here instead of over there? What are we doing? He still has the spell burst. These old Pete's. Ugh. I don't want to commit the inner rage since we have the copy guy. We only run 1 core crown though, so maybe it was worth it to commit the inner rage. I think that's all we're doing.
For the war chief!
We got full combo. I've armored every turn. I haven't drawn any armor smiths.
Your flaws are
Unlucky.
strength.
Yeah, maybe I should have invested this clone earlier to force him to have to take a skipper play. Because if he has to take a skipper play, he might have to play a core crown, or he might have to play the clone guy to have enough skipper procs, right? So I think I under-pressured him a little bit. And fell victim to the burn hand when I didn't pressure enough, you know? You played around it? Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying right now, man. It's interesting. If we play around that, we play into the brute, and we didn't have the guy yet. And so I was more afraid about trying to play around the brute hand than trying to play around the core crown hand. Because the brute hand's more likely than the core crown hand. Especially when the deck only runs 1 core crown. So, end of the day, I'm pretty happy with the play. But maybe point of contention to try and see if I can pressure harder. I wasn't really doing a whole lot of brute math, to be honest with you. So we might have been able to extend a little bit more pressure without allowing him to brute us too badly. And that little bit more pressure maybe gets there, you know? What's up? It's Stealthin. How's it going, dude? Lightning Rogue.
None can escape my fury.
Victory or death!
Bum 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 bum. Ooh, the cash. Love to see it. That's fine.
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
So is the sometimes you hold it for the skipper interaction. Plenty of minions for skipper. If we don't play this now, we're probably not gonna play it for a long time. If we don't play it now and we hit anchor with it later, it's gonna be really sad. I think you have to play that on 2. Newborn baby, congrats, man. That's adorable. Feels good, man. We don't have a brute in our hand, so I'm gonna kill it. Sometimes you leave their injured minions around for your brute, but where's the brute, dude?
Give me a quest.
I'm happily to trade the skipper for a questing.
I'll show you who's boss.
Armor made to fit.
Because we have the anchor. Otherwise, I'd be maybe a little bit reluctant to do it. Maybe we do a bar off then instead. But when you have anchor, that means you have the second skipper. So 1 skipper for 1 questing is good. They have 3 threats in their deck, right? 2 questings and an Edwin Van Cleef. You kill all 3 of those, their deck basically does nothing but random crap. And the most of the random crap is not proactive stuff. All you gotta do is get rid of their proactive stuff and you're good to go. Clone a 1/1 for a card.
Your flaws are your strength.
Or wait. And try and do something with skipper to get cards later. I'll take the cards. We have another Battle Rage in the deck.
Are your strength.
I want to find Brute. I want to find Reaper. I'll take the 3 cards, I think. Let's see if we get a rush minion that's helpful. Might drop 2 cards though. I'm not caring about the burn plan. I'll give him a Korkon. Korkon and the Armor Smith. I want to play another minion. I don't care about giving him minions, I don't think. But I'd rather give him this one than Armor Smith.
X marks the spot.
For the war chief!
Yeah, that doesn't bother me anyway. Alright, so now we have a Brute turn lined up for later. kind of want to get the brute turn done.
I wonder.
I'll just use it. I was gonna say I want to save the buff for the brute turn a little bit. But we should be able to get a pretty easy brute turn off. Rogue usually eventually has to play a lot of minions. A lot of like mid-rangey kind of minions. So eventually they give you an easy skipper turn. Still don't want to do it till we have the battle range though.
This will break your bones.
Can value trade evolve the brute later.
Burn to play!
I don't think that 3/3 is important. It was important. He had a randomly generated conch calling. Should have played around it. Conches again. That's fine. We got Barov. Unlucky. He gets a charger too.
Do try to keep yourselves alive.
I think I can just play this. We need a battle rage or a cutting class to connect us to the other half of the deck. Or we need just to do it and all in him. If he takes 5, we could probably just all in him. Maybe he flicks me? And we lose? But ideally we get a battle rage with it. But we're only weak to flick, really. And we're super weak to him blood brooding me back if it's a plagiarize.
This will break your bones.
Alright, there's a plagiarize. Now we can do it. Snow Horror Tiger, thanks for 3 months. Welcome back to the Prime Gaming Club. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, man. Alright, now we pull the trigger. After this, there's just Edwin left to kill. We still have a brute in the deck, too. He's gonna Edwin this turn with it. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't use that Corcoran. The longer this game goes, the more I regret using that Corcoran defensively. The more I regret it. No way that's the third plagiarize.
Don't let the door hit you.
So at least we don't have to worry about plagiarize. That's gonna be dirty tricks.
I'll show you who's boss!
Honor made to fit.
Drink your blood. Drink your blood. Drink your blood. Drink your blood. The touch of the Lord. Time to feast.
And we are all in, baby. That's all we got. Can you beat it? We didn't hit any card draw this game. And I used my burst defensively. I thought I could just hit card draw and just kind of outpace him. But it didn't come, so I've adjusted the game plan. I'm not thrilled with it, but it's what we got.
Don't let the door hit you.
About 15 midgets. Thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back to the Back Cave team thing. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, dude. Thanks for having me up with that Prime Gaming. He still has 6 mana to work with. That's not good for us. He's only got 3 mana. That's kind of good.
Double time and double quickly.
He takes 8. We got Reaper Scythe for lethal. I just got the Frosty. It's never ambush, right? Cool. He's looking for Shadow Step.
We hunger for vengeance. Oh, up to no good? Me too.
I think non-skipper is better than this version. What do you mean? There's no non-skipper version of this than Range Warrior? Skipper's core, right? I haven't seen it anyways. This is the only version of this deck I've played besides the old Enraged Warrior version, which also had Skipper. Which was the lackey version, which instead of Reaper plays the other weapon and doesn't have cutting class.
Endless suffering!
I might want to just hit there, actually. Even though the cleave's a little bit worse. Get him. Oh man, he's killing it the hard way. I guess he doesn't run Flick, man.
Almost out of
You gotta put Flick in your deck, Mr. Lightning. Flick's really good, I think. I revealed Flick. Flick, and he doesn't run it? Serves him right. Serves him right. You lose to the Flick card revealer because you don't have Flick in your deck. Because I randomly generated a Zizuraku the Warped. That was close. I had to pivot mid-game with my game plan. Because the card draw just wasn't coming. It's a successful pivot. We were able to get the W. And complete our quest. Crazy. Alright, I think we saved the last little bit for tomorrow then. But yeah, the Monsanto Warrior looks really strong. I only played one game of the Druid, but the Druid felt... I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Well, the Warrior, I was feeling it from game 1. The Warrior seems really good. And the Warlock was also pretty strong. Anyway, guys, let's find somebody to host. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I appreciate you guys watching the stream and showing your support. Glad to have you guys here. Oh, Purple has started streaming again. I am going to host my good buddy, Purple. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Glad to have you here, and I will be continuing on streaming tomorrow. And then hopefully by this weekend, my plan, as long as I don't have too much stuff going on this weekend, is to start branching out into variety a little bit. So I was going to stream Hades this weekend. So if you guys saw, I streamed Hades once before. It's pretty fun, and I'm probably going to be streaming it again. It's like an action ARPG roguelite thing. It's pretty cool. A lot of button spamming, though. My thumb hurt after playing Hades from hitting the spacebar so much. So we'll see how long I can play it. I don't have gamer hands, man. I don't have the ability to hit the buttons repeatedly. But Hades is a lot of spamming, though. You gotta be honest. You hit that spacebar a lot. Anyway, check out Purple, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Or if not tomorrow, hopefully you come back this weekend to see if I can grow some gamer hands. Take care, guys. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.